Looks like a Monday, but it is a Tuesday. It is the 12th of July, 2022. There are less than 30 days to the elections, actually just about 26 of them now. And joining me for a discussion is Dr. David Matsanga, Pan-African Forum Chairman. Good morning, Dr. Karibu.
Good morning.
Morning.
Thank you very much.
How are you doing?
How are you?
27 days since the election.
Yes.
If you discount the days for campaigning, we're only going for like 24 of them. Because there's 3 days people will not be able to campaign. And so much is happening. I'm very sorry that we have begun late, a little bit of a technical issue. I hope that we can resolve that going forward completely. But as we say, the show must go on. It is Tuesday. We just had a well-deserved holiday. I think many of us welcomed it. Children have just gone back to school. The economy is still reeling. A lot of us still making a lot of complaints about the cost of food prices, fuel prices, and things like that. And we still have an election. Do you think that, with the way things are going, there's a projection by the IEBC that there could be voter apathy? We have got pollsters, although I don't know whether you believe the polls so much, who are saying that, we could have as low a turnout as even 60 or 65% because we have got other issues going on. Do you think so, Dr. Let me start there.
Thank you very much. First of all, I want to tell you, I don't know why I'm being, there is an echo, but now it is gone. Thank you very much. First of all, you can't, I just want to say good morning all Africans, wherever you are. Good morning fellow Africans, and I want to greet you in the name of Almighty God. That we are here today, we have 27 days, 24, 3 days off the campaign trail, but I single-handedly stand, and I still continue to stand as a Lone Ranger to say the elections in Kenya were not well prepared, well arranged, well organized. If you are baking a bread, if you are baking a loaf, if you are making a loaf, a cake, there must be ingredients, must be all at par so that you can have a very good bread. But I, Dr. Matsanga, I'm not a voter in Kenya. I have witnessed, observed, monitored elections in 53 countries. 53 countries across the globe. And I want to tell you frankly that I have never seen such organization in my life, that so many things are still pending in court. So many places are still in doubt. People are not even, they don't know exactly. There is no. I don't see the spirit of many Kenyans. And you are talking about what percentage did you say?
65%.
What do you mean 65? Well, Kenya has never gotten 65%. When did it get?
Sorry?
Where? Which election gave you 65% in Kenya?
Time, it was 70.
70, yes.
Yeah.
This time it might.
And the best we've ever done is actually 75.
Yeah. This time it might be about 45 to 50.
That's
we are lucky. Yes, the weather is also a contributing factor. Please, I am telling you, when you go to observe elections in East Timor, do you know where East Timor is? Can I educate you a bit? East Timor not Asia. Don't just say Asia. Asia is not everywhere. East Timor is in Indonesia.
But that's Asia.
The land from the father. East Timor is Indonesia. Is one of the territories that Indonesia had captured. It was liberated and it became a state in the United Nations. I went there to observe elections. I look at the weather. I look at the terrain. I look at the how people are. And you forecast. You sit down. You write your sheet. You are returning your return forms. Return the forms and say this is good, this is bad, this is good. The voter apathy. The voter apathy in this election could be a nightmare because the IEBC chairperson is doing things at the last hour. The stakeholders conference should have been done long time ago for people to correct mistakes. So what is he correcting now? Even if you make recommendations here, which recommendation are you going to correct? There are so many people still in court. There are some, an IEBC that does not make a decision whether the paper they are admitting is a degree or not. How will they know whether the paper they are throwing out is a ballot or not? No. Let's look at it. An IEBC chairperson who is a lawyer stands on national television and tells people in Africa, educated people like me, maybe you Kenyans can listen to such garbage, but not me, that he doesn't know what a degree looks like. But he saw a paper, and therefore that is what he has made a decision. Now, in some places, he has said something different. In another place, something different. He writes to the EACC to tell them that I want you to clean these guys. Send me clean people. The people are sent, the clean ones. He then says, I will not even use the cleaning report you wrote to me. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Africans, this is not my election. I am Paul preaching to the Philippians. The letter to Philippia is, this is just an exercise that has already taken a wrong direction. We better pray highly, and I'm praying highly, my son, my dear brother Kass. I'm praying every day. And I've prayed, that's why God has left me on earth for 67 years. I'm proud to be a God-loving person. I don't go around carrying a Bible like a Ruto, carrying a Bible and then doing some things differently. Yes, I pray very kindly and brutally. When I start praying, I pray brutally. There is a crisis. This election has a problem. This election was not well prepared. This election was underprepared. This election does not meet my pre-report that I can submit to the world is on as soon as the ballot papers are closed, the first petition will be in court challenging the election. Therefore, let Kenyans prepare themselves that something is still not, there will be no fighting, but there's no court that will accept the irregularities that we have seen here.
Post this election.
Oh yes, there will be too many. There will be amicus curiae. There will be several people. Let me tell you, Kass, I have now like 11 amicus curiae guys. They are going to go to that court. And Kome, you know very well, Chebukati made a very terrible mistake. All intergovernmental organizations wanted to come down and sit down and say, what problems do you have? Chebukati went and listened to Ruto. And I can tell you the time, the date when they were talking on phone. Don't play with an investigative man like me. I'll tell you. Well, it's not, you are a journalist, but you are not an investigative journalist. Please, so don't underrate an investigative journalist who has ever brought a chief prosecutor of International Criminal Court to court. I am the one.
The evidence here, Daktari.
I am the one Can you listen to me? I am the one who brought Ponte Clark. Do you know Ponte Clark? Do you know Ponte Clark? Do you know her? Do you know her? I am the one who investigated her. She took photographs in Belgrade in Yugoslavia of witnesses. I brought the evidence to the Yugoslavian tribunal. I finished her. She lost her job. So don't play with a man who can investigate. So when I tell you, I know that Chebukati meets some people privately, and I can tell you where they are. So don't play about it. Let's leave it. This is for the sake of Kenya to conduct your elections. But don't try me that route, because I am not like you who does not sit out and go out to investigate. I sit and listen to people.
So if we're going to move it a bit forward, Dr. I was going to ask you.
No, listen. In summary, Chebukati should have listened to all intergovernmental institutions when they called him and told them, I have a problem here, I have a problem here, I have a problem there, I have a problem there. Let me talk like an editor now. You can't just go and withdraw. The Chief Justice was chairing that group. She was not chairing to hear who will win and who will lose. She wanted to hear the problems that the IEBC was facing. And you go back and listen. Look at the paper printing, the ballots. Look at the manifest. I want to ask you, Mr. Connens, with a good watch. Luckily enough, you have also come to write books now. You are also beginning following. You are following your uncle.
What's the question, Dr.
Don't worry. You are following my footsteps. I want to ask you: have you seen the manifest, the Kako manifest of those ballot papers?
Because that's one of the questions.
No, listen. Have you seen the Kako manifest?
I haven't seen the Kako.
So do you know where the
in fact, one of the things we were wondering was.
No, listen. Do you know where the Kako? Do you know where the Kako came from? Have you ever gone? You're a journalist in this country. You have been given a card by the Media Council, authorized to go to the airport and find out, take a copy of the manifest. I don't talk like a street fighter. I'm a street fighter, but I'll talk as an intelligent man. I take my evidence seriously. Look at the. Go. Wait first. Go to the airport, to the cargo section. You will find. Go to London. Go to the origin of the plane. There's nothing that can defeat me. My friend, I've wrestled with international agencies. You can't defeat me. I wrestled with Ocampo and I brought
a lot of time. Daktari, let me rush you to something else, because I get your point. What you're saying is that there are questions there that need to be answered.
Can I finish my point?
Please do.
I wrestled with Ocampo and he ended up in disgrace. I'll wrestle with Chebukati. He will end up in a committee. I am not happy.
We highlighted what the issues could be, but here we are. We're headed towards the election anyway. There are people who, even if you told them that, they'll be like, you know what? There's no way we're going to stop going to an election. Right now, some people's minds are set. They just want to make sure that there's a new occupant of State House, come what may. And anything said to the contrary is then deemed or seen to be something that is being used to derail the possibility of an election happening. That's not going to be something taken away. It's not going to be palatable. Now, let me ask you, there are opinion polls here, and those opinion polls, one wonders, people ask themselves, because these polls have consistently placed now Raila as leading. I think for the last few weeks, we have seen them, Tifa and the other polls that are out there. Do you believe these polls?
Yes, I have seen them, and I have predicted my polls, which always come true. You want me to tell you where the percentage will be? Yes, because I teach children like younger men like you. who need to be taught on opinion polls. Like you better come for a lesson. Opinion polls, yes, because you don't know. You don't know. You are like a Ruto who doesn't know. He shouts from one mouth and then eats.
I think today you are
yes.
my case.
You talk like a Ruto. You are the same. You talk like a Ruto because you being a neighbor in Tarubo, you have also behaved like the same. Let me tell you. Yes, you talk opinion polls. Opinion polls are scientific. And Ruto is a scientist of plants.
Sorry?
He studied plants. He didn't study this other science. That's why he's making so many mistakes. Opinion polls.
You're not telling me, do you believe these polls? What are your polls?
Yes. Yes. When the polls were giving Ruto 70%, who was complaining? Nobody. I have my opinion.
Opinion say. You haven't told us.
My opinion polls. Raila will hit the target at 54 plus 2 minus 2. And let's come back here on 10th. You will see me. Yes, 52 plus 2 minus 2. 54%. With the voter turnout being 55, about 56. I've done my math.
That in 2017, at this point in time, Raila was still leading in the polls. In fact, he led all the way to the election day.
Yes, but the server was not open. So let's go away from there. There was a technicality.
And then, no,
Raila was leading. Those were the opinion polls. He was popular, but he could not have done his homework properly. But I'm now telling you, frankly, this is my opinion poll, not anybody. Don't put anybody on my body. Myself, Matsanga's opinion poll is 54 plus 2 or minus 2. It will come to about 54, 53, 52 point something. Raila will win. Raila will win first round if you are still waking up today like you wake it up that he will win the first round with votes of that nature.
To many matters, isn't it? For example, voter turnout, especially in people's strongholds.
I have given you my voter turnout is between 45% to 56%. 45%. Between 45, let me teach you, my student. Please, my dear brother, my younger man, my nephew. Let me teach you. Between 45 and 56% voter turnout. It will be with the cold weather. Unless you tell God to bring sunshine on that day. This cold weather, some people will not come out. Some will come out. But we encourage people to come out. I'm talking the truth. We want a free and a fair election.
We do.
My criticism here are not meant to make anybody hate me. I am just telling you the pitfalls of insanity that we might find ahead in court. If you can read the Wajir case, you remember the governor of Wajir case that went as far as the Supreme Court. I bet that Justice Mwiri, have you seen her sitting there? Visualize her picture. The way she talks, she's gonna talk slowly. We have a problem here. The Wajir, go back, any Kenyan. Go back. You know the problem with some people on Ruto's side. These Tanga small boys here. Some of them don't read. They have no material. They don't have material. But if you read the Wanjiu case, you will find that this is a classic example.
People from your side are too focused on history.
We are focused on history.
If you want to know the past, then go to Azimio. If you want to know the future.
Yes. The side of Azimio focuses on history. That's why we have liberators on this side and there are thieves on the other side. We have liberators. We have liberators like Raila Amolo Odinga and Martha Karua
That's a very generalized statement, Doctor.
Yes, no, I am telling the truth. Most of the people that are crowding that side don't have even papers. Kwenda, unaambia watu nini wewe? This is not very good.
I want to ask you to give us your closing remarks because we are out of time, unfortunately.
For your sake, boss, for your sake, I've been very quiet and I've been very absent from this saga of some of these younger men. But if I started talking, there would be a tsunami. So let me keep quiet, and I'm a man of dignity. Let's leave it there. Most of the people in Takatanga don't think beyond. They just come on Facebook like now to insult you, but they don't reason. The Wanjiu case is a classic of what is happening with IEBC now. And definitely any judge, any petitioner who's writing his petition waiting to put there. Have you heard of Wamutata? He's writing, he's waiting to put the case before the Supreme Court to say these things did not take place. Election is not one-day voting. Election is a process. And once the process misses timelines, deadlines, timelines were missed. So wrong. Therefore, we would be very hot and say there were some things that have not right. But if we go on, even when you don't know where the cargo manifest, you don't even know how to spell the word manifest, and you come on social media to insult Matsanga, who spelled the word manifest, even when he's going to die, going to the grave. You know, you haven't seen a cargo manifest. You don't know where the cargo came from. Even Wafula Chebukati says he didn't know the papers were coming. So who was loading these papers? Are these statements the correct statements coming from IEBC? Why doesn't, you remember Mr. Kass, in my final statement, are you there?
Yeah.
Oswago was my friend. We used to go out and have a dance in my nightclub called Dorshe. A friend of mine, we are friends, partners there. Used to dance there. And I used to tell Oswago, you will be arrested. You hear me now?
I hear you.
Hello? Oswago used to laugh whenever I could tell him like the way you are laughing. I used to tell Oswago that one of these days you will be arrested. Because in London, investigations have started of Mr. Smith, who has taken money and given you money. Oswago could tell me, go and drink beer. And I said, I okay, let me drink, but you will be arrested. That is Mr. Oswago. The people in London who printed the balloons served 7 years in jail. Their property, Mr. Smith and the family, they have no property, no house. They had to go to National DSS, Department of Social Services, to get a house where to sleep. If you are joking and thinking that this story will not come back, it is going to come back. I am not an election. I am simply saying some of the things that Chebukati and I've been saying on this TV, and I want to thank you that this television we are.
Sorry.
If we are not class, there are so many petitions, 31 petitions in court, and we have 24 days to campaign. And the Chebukati is now telling the court, which he refused. He refused Martha Koome, Justice Martha Koome, my Lord, the lady, Justice, to sit and hear how many of the problems here. Now he's telling the court, the judiciary, to hurry up. They can't hurry up. They will be.
Dr. Thank you very much. I think we've got all the points. We really are pressed for time here to stop. Next time we will do better in starting out earlier.
You are pressed for time because you can't speak now.
Sorry?
You are.
I've not heard that.
You just wake up and go and vote as Neo. Vote Raila Odinga. Easy. He has a history.
We're going to end up on that note.
He has a very good history. Martha Karua has a good history. And I'm not shy. I'm not shy. If I was a Kenyan, I would just go and give that vote directly to those people. These are the guys. These are the guy who insults the president. Who insults the President Uhuru Kenyatta. Who says he doesn't know him, yet he knows him. He says these good things I don't know. Some of the bad things I don't know, yet he did them. This one, on get him out.
We're ending there. That's 59 minutes for the week. We want to thank you for tuning in. So always a pleasure, Dr. David Matsanga. Have a wonderful day ahead, and stay tuned. We're going to be back tonight with the opinion box. We're going to be having two gentlemen from ANC and from the UDA as well.
Before you conclude,
have a good night. Have a good day. Sorry.
Kass, before you conclude, you call me to this box at night.
Box. I'll call you.
Yes. I want that one.
You'll come with your gloves. Cheers.
Yes, I will come, and I will not come with gloves. I'm a peace-loving person. I want peace, and I want Kenya to have peace, please. I want Kenya to have peace. That's why I'm pointing.
We've lost Dr. Matsanga. We've lost that link right there. But that's what it is. Have a wonderful day.